When you say 30-day build out, I think that's an adorable term for maybe a McDonald's or a national chain, but I can't even get equipment ordered within 30 days for my laundry. So what we need to talk about next would be something that's realistic. I don't want to squeeze you dry, and I'm certainly not going to become rich from one laundromat, but the reality is no one on planet Earth, even with my background and my connections, I can't get a laundromat built out in 30 days.
Hello.
Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly, my name's Danny. I'm calling on some commercial space. I would actually like to become a tenant.
The laundry facility.
How did you know? Yes, the laundry facility. I've been in laundries for 20 years. I've got 36 locations in 3 states. I'm always looking for laundromats that have infrastructure, and this one does, Kelly. So I assume your tenant has given up the ghost. I mean, they don't open on weekends. It's a bit of a joke, or maybe the landlord runs it.
Yeah, this site is actually one that, let me pull it up right quick. We're across the country too, so it just took me a minute to figure out what the heck.
No, I get it.
This particular site, we do lease, and we're in the gas station convenience store business, not necessarily any of these other ancillary businesses that are associated
you're BP,
with
you're big time. I know, I get it.
Strip centers. So the laundry facility, it was not really operating, but we were operating it ourselves. We did not have anyone else in that location.
Oh, okay.
And so,
closing on the weekends with a laundromat is kind of like having a pizzeria that closes at noon.
I'm a little confused on that because our weekend hours are 6 a.m. till 12 a.m. at that location.
So you're against me now, too. Is that how it is, boys? The whole world, God Almighty, now you.
Oh, well, there's a sign in the glass that says it shuts a certain time, and your online hours.
Is that the laundry?
Yeah, they probably just.
Facility?
Yeah, they probably just.
They probably just don't
Kelly,
want to deal with it.
All I'm interested is the laundromat. I would like to lease it from you. Long term, I need at least 15 years. I'm going to spend a few $100,000 on washers and dryers. And in that way, I can be hopefully successful. And there is a bit of a gamble to it for us. We need a reasonable rate of rent that makes sense, not only for the area, but for a laundromat. It's normally below market. And if that makes sense and you want to keep a laundromat there, then, we'll do something.
We would be having set the rent at $1,555 with a 30-day build out.
What is $1,555? You mean $1,555?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What's the square footage?
I have the square footage. The front portion of that space is 1121. There is a smaller storage area in the back that's 434.
When you say 30-day build out, I think that's an adorable term for maybe a McDonald's or a national chain, but I can't even get equipment ordered within 30 days for my laundry. So what we need to talk about next would be something that's realistic. On 15-year terms with smaller landlords, I'll do 12 months of abatement. I don't want to squeeze you dry, and I'm certainly not going to become rich from one laundromat.
What are you going to do with your share of the treasure?
Go out west somewhere. Open a fine restaurant. I'm going to be the maitre d'. Greet all the swells. Go to work every day in a bow tie, tuxedo. And all the staff say yes, sir, and no, sir. And in a jiffy peep. And all my meals for free.
The reality is, no one on planet Earth, even with my background and my connections, I can't get a laundromat built out in 30 days because the equipment needs to be built. It's not just being ordered off the shelf. You ever go to Home Depot to buy a washer or a dryer and they say, well, it'll be 6 months before it comes in? No, we expect
Sure.
it's on the shelf and we can grab it, but this is not residential. This is retail, commercial equipment, and it's not even built yet. So, and I don't mean to educate you, but you know your business, I know mine.
That's
Uh, it's also a very, very small store. So if we write you an LOI, it's based on how we can. And I know you guys didn't try to run it. I know that that's not really your MO. But this is going to be hands off. Don't worry. A properly run laundry, or hell, you could vanilla the space and try to put an optometrist in there or some other business. I wouldn't blame you. You know, I just want to be certain you understand that as a good long-term laundry operator, we want to make sure that whatever deal we make, we stick with, if that makes sense.
understood. And so you're asking for 12 months build out?
Well, I don't call that. I call it abatement. I call it rent abatement.
Rent relief, okay.
Or we could, you want to call it build out, I'll do 90 days post opening. You know, I'm happy to simply get because when I go to my distributors, I have them fight over pricing. Then I finally get it done. Then we bring the equipment in. It's about 30 days to actually get the place operating from that point. I mean, I don't want to put an LOI out there and have it ignored. I would happily do 90 days post-opening. And I don't mean grand opening. I mean when we get the place retooled.
Right, understood.
Good. So I'll write it that way. What's your email address? I'll send you a letter of intent, and then we can talk about what that entails.
I mean, I'm not really at the point of needing a letter of intent yet because I have still some internal discussions that need to take place. And I was going to ask you, you're in a 3-hour time difference, I expect. Are you in Arizona?
No, ma'am.
Or is that just how you're?
Okay. I'm in Wisconsin. This is my cellular phone. I have a cell phone in my hand. I have a ranch in Arizona. I can't run a laundromat from another state, so there is no time.
The reason I was asking is it's 5 o'clock here, and I need to make an appointment to go vote, and so
good for you. It's 5:01. Okay, we're in a hurry to get off the phone. This is a pretty serious endeavor for me and my partner. But what do you want to do now? How would you like to move forward?
I can either call you tomorrow at a convenient time and discuss it a little bit more thoroughly on what you're needing and expecting from us. But I am dedicated to go vote right now. Good. And
understood.
Have an arrangement to go do that. So if you would like, I didn't know if you were calling in a different time zone and maybe we were kind of off kilter there.
Let's just pretend for a moment that I've got my sticker right here. I already voted, and here, you got to get out the door. Okay, this is my cell phone number. I'm reaching you in your office.
Well, actually, most of us work remotely.
Okay. So I'm calling you on your cell?
Oh, correct. Yes.
Okay. Good. Just text me when you want to talk tomorrow. Go vote.
Is there a time that's convenient for you? I can. Okay.
Anytime. Thanks. Goodbye. What a fucking lunatic. I think that my mistake is that I think that people are normal, even-keeled human beings, and I give them too much credit. Everybody, including my clients, these potential real estate agents, and she turns out to be a loon. It's literally, she says, well, it's 5 o'clock. It's 5:01, and she's got to run out the door, okay, to vote.
She's lying. It's only 4 here.
The polls don't close. Yeah, there you go, 4:01. The polls don't close until what, 8 p.m.? They know working class people need to vote, so whatever. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.